Hello everybody, my name is Kara, and today I'm here with my Retellathon TBR. I am co-hosting this readathon along with Olivia from Read by Liv, Spencer from Common Spence, Michaela from My Bookself, and Leah from Leah Becks. I will of course link my announcement video down below and all of the other hosts' information. There is still time to join in. The readathon runs from July 8th through July 15th, so we really hope that you can join us. The first challenge is Love at First Sight. Read a retelling of your favorite fairy tale. So my favorite fairy tale is actually Beauty and the Beast, but I don't actually own any unread Beauty and the Beast retellings at the moment, which kind of makes sense because they are my favorite, so I read them pretty often. So then I decided to go with a retelling of one of my favorite classics, and that is Strange Sweet Song by Addie Rule. This is a retelling of The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux, and I absolutely love that novel. And as I and the other hosts have discussed, it doesn't have to be a fairy tale retelling. It can be a retelling of a classic, it can be a retelling of a kind of story or folklore, or just basically anything that you can retell counts for the readathon. I don't actually know too much about this book except that it is a retelling of The Phantom of the Opera. I'm a little nervous because I have only ever read one retelling of that story and I hated it. It was one of the worst books I have ever read. But you know, the bright side is the only way to go is up, so I'm hoping that I really enjoyed this one. The second challenge is True Love's Twist. Read a queer or gender-flipped retelling. And for that one I am reading Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashardost. I am so excited for this one. This book is a Snow White retelling and it focuses equally on the Snow White character and on the evil queen character, or the character who is normally described as the evil queen. And from what I've heard, it really treats both of these women as equally important characters. I hear that it really gives the evil queen character a lot of nuance and personality and character, and like she's not just this stereotypical villain. And the reason it fits for this challenge is that I have also heard that there is a female-female romance in this book. I don't know which characters it involves or anything, but I'm just really excited for this book. I've heard it's beautifully written, and I'm always a fan of female characters who are written to be more complex than they are generally believed to be. The third challenge is Faraway Kingdom. Read a retelling of a fairy tale from your heritage. So my dad's family is all Italian and my mom's family is all German. I thought it would be kind of cheating or a little too easy to pick the German side because, you know, Grimm's fairy tales and all of those. So instead I went with an Italian fairy tale. So I will be reading Spinning Starlight by R.C. Lewis. This is a retelling of the fairy tale known as The Seven Swans or Silent for 7 Years, or there's a lot of different names for it, but when I looked it up it did appear to be primarily originating in Italy. Of course, there are lots of countries that had a similar kind of story, but from what I can tell, and from the very complicated origins of most fairy tales, I think this was an Italian-based story. So this is a science fiction retelling, and we follow our main character Liddy, whose brothers I think are kidnapped or captured, and she's implanted with a device that means she cannot speak. And if she does speak, like, the device will report on it and her brothers will be killed, I think. And I am just really interested to see how this is done. I read a previous book from this author that I did like, but I'm really excited to see how this book interprets that fairy tale, and also how the author handles a silent character, because I feel like having a main character who can't speak, I think it's really easy to do that badly, but I have read 1 or 2 books that did that really, really well, so I am looking forward to this one. The fourth challenge is Under a Spell, and that is to read the group book. And our group book is The Surface Breaks by Louise O'Neill. This is a reimagining of The Little Mermaid, and I am so excited. I've heard it's really feminist and fierce and wonderful, and the cover is of course stunning too, which never hurts. And I'm sure you guys have seen this by now, but the hardback itself has like fish scale patterns on it that's silver. This is just such a beautiful book, and as somebody who is not generally a fan of hardcovers, I love this. I love the design of this book, but that's not the important part. The important part is I'm really excited to get to this one and to see how I feel about this retelling of The Little Mermaid. I've heard from a couple people recently that they didn't enjoy it, but I'm hoping I like this one more. And actually I was a little disappointed in To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, which was another kind of reimagined Little Mermaid story. So maybe I'm gonna go against recent opinion and really enjoy this one. And the fifth and final challenge is Unhappily Ever After. Read a retelling with a dark twist. So this could be a retelling from the villain's perspective, it could be a retelling that ends unhappily, it's just some kind of dark twist on a story. And for that one, I am reading Circe by Madeline Miller. I have been anticipating this book for so long, and now I finally have a copy, courtesy of Rocky from Blonde with a Book, because she is so wonderful and lovely, and I won this in a giveaway, so thank you again, Rocky. I am just so excited to get to this book. It's a feminist reimagining of the character of Circe from the Odyssey, and I'm just so excited to get more development and more backstory for her and her motivations, and I have just heard universally amazing things about this book, and I am really excited to get to it finally. Okay everybody, so those are all of the books I am officially hoping to read for Retellathon. I'm sure I will be picking up some other retellings here and there as well because, you know, I love my retellings. Please let me know in the comments if you guys are participating and what you hope to read. And if you guys do a TBR, make sure to tag the Retellathon Twitter, which I will also link down below, so that all of the hosts and everyone else who is participating can see the books that you are reading as well. We are so excited for this readathon. We hope you guys are too. I will see you guys soon with another video, and I hope you love the next book you read. Bye!